So welcome to part 2 of our trip to the mountains review, with the car being this time put through its paces on the same route that I went last time, though I didn't detail it in the way I'm going to detail it this time. I will discuss how the other car performed on the same gravel roads, on the same runs, and down the same hills. And when I had brake fade, I remember I will be having a less load this time. Then again, the car is nearly equivalently heavy to the middle sun that's not coming. So part 2, it's part 2 of this is that we're still in Sydney and we haven't left because I got a tooth that I have cracked, has blown up, and that's all under control. I'm on a Moxil, so that's already going down. And the middle son hit his head at school, and I had to go and make sure he was all right because the ex-wife was working out of the area. So we're still in Sydney. We're going to leave at like 6 a.m. or whatever. And this video is now about the watermarks. So I left this car, I was a little bit hesitant and I was gonna like dry it off a bit more, but I left it quite wet. As you could see when I finished that last video, I did not go over the car. I was about to sort of dry it up a little more and I didn't. So we have our watermarks all over the vehicle. Okay, now I'm not gonna obviously buff them off now, but I have mentioned that I've learnt from YouTube, I'll get his name and talk about him one day. You need a layer of protection between you and the car at all times. So not really with polishing, but you don't want to just rub them off. Now I will do this area. Okay, I will do this area. Very lightly, I'll just do that. Okay, as you can see, watermarks, they would also depend on what's contaminating them, what type of dust and that. They do certainly have an effect on the car, but they are certainly coming off. So the way to remove them, you'd make up a spray of water or whatever, or hose the car again and do it all again. But that's pretty impressive. This car was near the ocean for an hour after I made that first vid. There we go there. It's funny, it might not come up, but I can still see part of that mark. Baby! Oh, this lady's here with the 2 dogs again. Oh, here we go. Anyway, so, and we've got here where I actually smeared my hand through the water. So they're coming off. And for those of you that missed it, I might be wrong, but I heard that watermarks stick on ceramic quite strongly. Now, I'm beginning to fall in love with these wheels, only because I can actually see the depth of them. When they're glossy, they've already obviously very complex. They have this, obviously, then this, then this, then they've got these corners. They're just, I mean, you can just get in there, but you know, they're quite complex. Like this is tapered here on the edges. They don't say forged anywhere. I don't believe they're forged. I've seen that since I was 15 years old on every Mazda. That's the rim people in Japan. These wheels are not forged. They're cast alloy. But you can see the amount of brake dust. I've barely driven anywhere. I haven't really driven. I went 300 meters in one trip and back, and now I just did about 8 kilometers. So another note on the brakes, they finally run in. I have to say the pads have changed. The brake feel has improved slightly at 1,000 kilometers. Okay, no screaming kids. Where's the dog? The dog. He's off somewhere with them, maybe. You got the dog? Baby! Where's Baby? Jess, you got the dog? Anyway. Now, the MirrorLink. Okay. I made a mistake. I said the MirrorLink, oh, I can't make the video because I'm on my phone. Alright, I said that I was about to start videoing, but when you plug it in, you can't video. I've got to use my other camera, which my son left at home. Okay, I don't believe Subaru have updated the software to 1.1. Samsung have done an update, I think it's very recently, to make MirrorLink work. The Samsung Edge S7 and whatever other phones, for the MirrorLink to be compatible with 1.0. So they've upgraded the phone to work with 1.0. Now that's amazing that Samsung would do that. Samsung obviously responded to their customers' needs, unlike Subaru of Australia. Alright, so that's that. I can't make it, but in saying that, as all over the place, I have not really gotten to know it properly, but if you download car mode, which used to be called DriveLink, right, and download Rock Scout, that's all you need. That's all you need. I think Starlink is another gateway, but put Starlink aside. It's only going to confuse you, especially in Australia, right? So I'm not concluded on the Starlink results, but regarding MirrorLink, download car mode from Samsung, download Rock Scout, and that's all you need. You plug your phone in and watch out for which USB. I tested 6 of them. This is the only one that actually worked. This USB is thicker and better quality and can obviously handle the data. I might find out if there's an even better quality USB, which might actually allow me to constantly mirror my phone, so I can mirror my phone. Okay, I can have my whole phone on there. I had high resolution images on there, but it's chop and go, touch and go. Now regarding Spotify, this is for Australia only that I know of. So we don't have Rock Scout, but when you put Rock Scout on and car mode, on the left you'll have the car mode menu, and then you'll have whatever MirrorLink approved apps you've got. So MirrorLink compatible apps. So if you're in Australia, download Rock Scout and car mode. Now you've also got Guardian, the Guardian News, you've got CNN, you've got ABC that are MirrorLink compatible. So if you go to Google and say MirrorLink compatible whatever and go through, you'll see there's dozens of them, but in Australia, like a lot of them firstly have been discontinued and others you can't download in our region. So if you don't want to confuse, baby, come here. Baby, come back. Baby, come back. I caught ya. Good little boy. Come back here. So, car mode, Rock Scout, keep it simple. Don't even touch the Starlink, right? Worry about the Starlink later. Get a good cable and stick it in. That's for people who have MirrorLink 1.0 compatible phones. Now, HTC might have followed Samsung's lead and updated MirrorLink, and I will check it. I've got a HTC M10 at home, which I use with my TV. There's nothing wrong with it, or there was at the time, but it's fine now. So I'll get my HTC maybe tonight, or I'll take it on the snow trip, so we can video on that with this phone in MirrorLink. I'll also plug the HTC in. So as of 3 months ago, HTC only had MirrorLink 1.1. Okay, everyone only has MirrorLink 1.1. The only phones that you can use are listed in the 2016 book. I've not seen them in the user manual for this model. They might be there. It'll go Ericsson, Nokia, and whatever. So that's that. Hello?
I can't run anymore.
You can't run anymore? All right, let's get in the car and go. So we'll leave in the morning and we'll hit the dirt tomorrow and get this car dirty. Let's go. So yeah, I like these wheels now, because they give the car a real presence that it didn't have before. I've never been all about presence in the car, but it's certainly more menacing with these wheels, without a doubt. Just now that I'm getting used to it, parking it, walking up to it, the way that caliper just goes through the wheel, it's a pretty good colour. I wonder how many colours they tested, but you know, who needs red's not cool. The other STI is nice and understated with the black, and that I love that. But as I've seen a lot of people say, these wheels grow and grow and grow on you. They're sort of like a tarantula or something. They're quite menacing, but they're not going to be like that for long. They're not going to show up their depth like that. The reason the wheel would be constructed in such a fashion is for rigidity and strength from buckling, because it's not forged, I don't believe. So, you know, their wheels are obviously, what are you doing to him? Jess, he's going to get a rash from the grass. Get him off the grass. The wheels are made for strength. The wheels are made for strength, and that explains this. Okay, they had to obviously, you know, strengthen that wheel up. They even tipped to the side a bit. Let's not forget, Subaru have always, you know, they were an aerospace company. I'm not sure if people are aware that this, even though it's barely visible on this model, are the wings of a plane for aerospace. Come on. They also are, I mentioned it a while ago in the silver video I made up there, but apparently, maybe I'm wrong, but development of the wing from the Dreamliner or the one of the newer jets, they played a role in the development of the wing. Obviously, that was before 2014 for the last model, because this is the same model, it's the same wing as the model before. I'm pretty sure it is. So you can see the watermarks there. So I'm going to have to get rid of them. I'm going to have to obviously rinse it all off tonight before I go, because I'm not going to leave it like that. But anyway, it was very hot today in Sydney. There was a blast of hot air from the inside of Australia. It's cooled off now, but yeah, I don't think there'll be snow on the roads like last time in the beginning of the season. But we'll go through we'll go up the top there and hopefully find something to go on. Otherwise, it'll all be gravel and stuff like that. So we will see you guys tomorrow, and keep posting just this information. All I want to do is talk about the technical stuff about the car, and it's more been about the cleaning and that. Yeah, I'm sort of learning and excited about being able to make the car look so good so easily, and learning about the wheels and all that, but I'm hungry for technical information. For lap times, or G's, does it pull a little bit more G's than the previous model? Who knows? I hope so. It certainly feels like it can. Again, without any doubt, I believe this car can pull more G's than the previous model. But is it a hoax? Have they done nothing? No. But is it that much better? Is it so much better that you can change up from the other model, as in performance on the track? That's what I want to know. That would be great to know. So obviously the US will have all their great videos coming out. I'm sure there's something out there, so I'll have another look tonight, and see what's going on with this car. And the biggest question is, are they going to scrap this entire platform and ditch it for the new modular platform, as if like that's the standard sort of procedure. That's standard procedure. But what is that new modular platform, I wonder? I mean, besides extendable chassis rails and that, I mean, do I really believe, I mean, do I really believe it's that different? There's no way. It's going to look very similar, but it's going to allow them to make different models from the same chassis. When there's nothing really wrong with that. So yeah, will this all go in the bin? Baby, no you're not. Your bed's not in yet. Will this car and all its glory be ditched? If they do that, there's a risk of the next one just not being a true rumbling STi. Maybe we'll get used to it and forget all about this in a few years and settle for whatever's coming. And whatever's coming is again going to be, it's always going to be a surprise from Subaru. I think one of the viewers might have been on a point when he said, "Oh, would you change up to the next one if they just did the engine or something?" So could they actually do it again and continue with this styling, with a styling update and the FA20? Wouldn't surprise me. It depends how much money they've got, and it depends how many of us buy it. If we buy this car out for the next 2 years, they'll make a better STI, without a doubt. Their sales only fell 1.6, I think, 1.6% in the US on the WRX and STI in the last previous year. So sales have declined slightly. Obviously, they're going to decline. It's a real niche. Anyway, catch us later. Bye. Let's go. Sorry. Jesse, get him off the grass. Don't jump on him.